DIY home care, DIY doing that at home by yourself care. It's a totally different thing from actually running a salon and having clients come in. Nobody wants to have their scalp, at least no one person I know, wants to have their scalp scratched with their fingernails and say all in the name of exfoliating. And I had to go back to get a screenshot and I saw that she deleted my comments. Hi there, full of the interweb. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ukachi. My channel. Hi, how are you? I create content around natural entrepreneurship and lifestyle. So please consider subscribing to my channel if you love those kinds of content. And if you're not to my channel, welcome. So guys, today's video is sort of like a chit chat. Let's talk about shampooing, sort of kind of video. Okay, what is it like? Let's talk about shampooing with a twist. So the kind of video. Okay, so without further ado, you know how we do. Let us get right into the video. Okay guys, I'm going to be looking down a whole lot more because my laptop is actually on my lap while I'm filming. It's called a laptop. Get the joke? Well, my laptop, I'm going to read a few things from my laptop just to make sure I don't misquote anybody. Okay, so yeah, the reason I'm doing this video is because sometime last year, like towards the end of last year, Miss Pamela Young Morakinyo on Instagram posted, I'll read out what she posted. I'm going to have the picture also here. This post on Instagram talking about shampoo brushes and natural hair community. Let me read out what she said exactly. And what she said was, there's something that I've been saying for years now and it just doesn't make sense to me. How come naturalistas or naturals will use shampoo brush, you know, the one with spikes to wash their hair, but will argue till thy kingdom come that you should not use the tips of your fingers, aka fingernails, to wash your scalp instead of the pads. Instead, use the pads. Do they honestly get a clean scalp from using the pads of their fingers? I know my scalp is never clean when I use the pads of my fingers. Please, what's the difference? The spikes from a shampoo brush are even rougher in my opinion. At least with the tips of your fingernails, you have control. Just thought to ask because at this point, could make sense. That means it doesn't make sense. But I would like to know if you are team pads or fingertips or shampoo brush for washing your scalp. Laughing emoji, laughing emoji. And I'm like, okay, because normally, you know your girl, I don't usually comment on people's posts on Instagram or even on social media. Not because I don't want to comment, but most of the times, I'm not on social media as a relaxation thing or just to be pressing phone. I'm on social media just to take a few things out to get out of the place. So what I do is I just like your posts, save, especially on Instagram, I just like and save because it's the engagement. I mean, I'll send it to my other account, just like, save and send when I cannot comment. It's all the engagement, Abby. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, today, let me just, since I'm just on Instagram scrolling for like once in a while, let me just comment just to try to enlighten and just share my 2 cents. She said that it doesn't make sense. Let me try to help her to see how it should make sense. And for those that don't know, Pamela Young Morakinyo, she's very popular on Instagram. She has a lot of followers. She shares content about how she cares for her hair and her daughter's hair, how she does her daughter's hair at home, using so and so products just in her hair and her daughter's hair. And I'm like, okay, well, let me just do the Lord's work and just reply. I mean, I'm a cosmetologist. For those that don't know, Ukachi Agnes Eze Umbe, cosmetologist, and I'm in final year electrical engineering. What does that mean? My physics is sound. Because I always said I don't know physics or chemistry. Let me know for you. I sabi. Yeah. So let's get right into my comments. So I'm like, okay, well, let me just comment now. I'm like, okay, from all I've learned in cosmetology school, imagine you are doing a body massage or a body exfoliation or body scrub. You are taking your bath. You don't scrub your skin with your nails. You go in like, if you're taking a bath, you rub your skin like this now. Oh, body lotion, you're rubbing it like this. There's a reason why you're not rubbing it with your nails. I'm like, no matter how many weeks you don't take your bath, when you're going to take your bath, even if you're not taking your bath for 2 years, you will not go in like this to scratch your skin. No, you go in like this. Because eventually, whatever that is there, with friction, will eventually rub off. And I'm like, also, it's a surface area thing. The surface area of your fingernail, compared to the pressure you would apply, pressure is what? Force over area. The area is so small, the pressure will keep on increasing with constant force. If you keep on reducing the surface area of your fingertips are so small. I'm like, okay, so it's a surface area thing. Sorry, I want to not miss anything. So the surface area of your nail compared to that of a shampoo brush cannot even be compared at all. And that is true. It's basic science, basic physics rather. They might look tiny, but they might look tiny. Yes, the shampoo brush tips might look tiny, but they're actually not as tiny compared to how slim your fingertips or your fingernails are. The brush will give you a better distribution of forces or pressure because of how wide the brushes are. The brushes are not just so thin and small. I'm like, also, I now went to chemistry. From the science of saponification, and here I've gone now from regular cosmetology now to physics now to chemistry. From the science of regular saponification, how soaps work. if your hair is very dirty, get a better shampoo. Basically, I'm like, okay, saponification plays an important part. If your shampoo lathers well, it means to get out any gunk from your hair. If your shampoo lathers well. And I'm like, also, if you go to a standard professional salon, where shampoo is not just a part of wash day, it's actually like a process, it's a technique. It's not just cleansing your body, it's seen as an actual therapeutic process that involves manipulation of your scalp and massaging of your scalp. You will never let anyone use their fingernails on your scalp. And I'll put 3 laughing emojis because it was funny to me. And then she actually replied me. And her reply was along the lines of shampooing and body massage or taking your bath are 2 different things. And I'm like, okay, so what then is now shampooing? Shampooing is just taking your bath on your head and for your head and your hair. Like body massage and body exfoliation for your head and your hair. Like when salons were salons, when there was still salon, like if you go back to my own cosmetology school is so old, so the old structures are still there. There was a shampooing room. Like there was a room just to shampoo hair. Shampoo, you come out and steam and go back to go and wash off. There was a room just for shampoo. Shampooing was more than just what you do before conditioning. It was already the main thing. It was actually more important than conditioning. If you go back, it is where you do scalp massages and manipulation. And I'm like, you're actually not meant to massage. You know, I always say this in my video, but other influencers always think I'm capping. Other content creators will be like, oh, apply the deep conditioner to your scalp and hair. Conditioner is not a scalp product. Even from the science of it, it's like lotion. It's literally what they used to make lotion, what they used to put in conditioner. Cetyl alcohol, emulsifying wax. You don't want to have that on your scalp because you don't wash your hair every day. You take your bath every day. That's why you can rub it on your skin. But you don't wash your hair every day. So you cannot get off that gunk from your scalp every day from washing. Clear to her that DIY home care, DIY doing that at home by yourself care, it's a totally different thing from actually running a salon and having clients come in. Nobody wants to have their scalp, at least no one person I know, wants to have their scalp scratched with their fingernails and say all in the name of exfoliating. You don't have more control with your fingernails. Let me explain why. You know when you're scratching your body and you just, oh, yeah, it's itching, let me just scratch it. And instead you've injured yourself. So how much control do you have using your fingernails? No matter even how careful, you know, sometimes when you sleep and you wake up from your sleep and you see you have scratches all over your body, you are the one that scratched yourself with your own nails, with your own hand. So I'm like, you cannot have more control. Yes, I own a company called DIY by Kachi, and I'm talking about DIY companies. My products are basically for stay at home. You want to do your hair by yourself at home kind of products. That's what I'm actually trying to expand so I can be able to make salon standard products. Okay, because I know that there are 2 different things. Doing it at home, if I take a client and I want to do wash and go, I want to do a twist out or something, I'm not going to be putting flaxseed gel in my client's hair, except they ask for it. But if they don't ask for it, I'm not going to be putting flaxseed gel in their hair. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm like, salon care and stay at home care are 2 different things. And I'm like, from all I've learned from cosmetology school, it's not right. It's like, because even when you sleep, you can actually scratch yourself. And if you go in with your fingertips on your scalp, you have a higher chance of injuring your scalp. And she was like, because it's in a cosmetology textbook does not mean it's right. And I'm like, okay. I was really trying to be combative because she said that it does not make sense to her. So I was trying to make it make sense to her, to see things from a kind of like a better perspective. And I'm like, I've washed hair for a lot of people. DIY home care, washing your hair for your daughter and probably for your son, probably for your mommy or for your mother-in-law or for your friends. I've washed hair for categories of people, different ages. I'm talking about ages over 60 going to 70, to people that are longer than 5 years old. So I've washed hair for at least over 50 people, for a wide range of people. And nobody has actually asked me, Kachi, please let me to scratch my scalp. By the time I do a proper manipulation technique on your scalp, and I show you that we don't need to scratch your scalp, you will see that the Lord is good. Then she just said something, I can't remember what she said. And I had to go back to get the screenshots. And I saw that she had deleted my comments. And before she deleted my comments, my comment was the most liked comment in her comment section. It had the most likes in her comment section. And I she deleted my comment, and I'm like, wow. I felt some kind of way, but I'm like, okay, let's do a video about it then. I mean, let's talk about it, okay? And she said, I know something about her nails are not long, they're not long, kind of, and they're not sharp, but still, even if you have short nails, I have short nails. This is the longest my nails actually ever grow. I always cut them to my skin. I don't like seeing nails on my hand. I'm going to cut one after I'm done washing my hair today because I don't like seeing nails on my hand. I will just cut it off. I still scratch myself by mistake. But I said, okay, let me just break it down for you guys so that you guys can actually understand the process of shampooing, because a lot of people actually don't understand. It might not make sense to them. Shampoo brushes, actually, when you're doing professional hair care, it's not recommended in professional hair care. To be honest, you're meant to actually know how to manipulate your scalp with the cushions of your fingertips. No matter how dirty your skin is, you don't go in to scratch your skin. You are going in with the cushions of your fingertips. This is called the finger pad. You're going in with here because this place helps to not only lift dirt, it lifts it up lightly. If you're going here to exfoliate forcefully, no, this is actually just subtle lifting, eventually to rub off. Whatever is on your scalp, eventually, if you rub, constant friction, rub it off. So, shampooing is actually a cleansing process that involves using a cleansing medium, shampoo, soap, to get rid of build-up and gunk and dirt and dust from your scalp and your hair. The reason why we actually shampoo is to cleanse our scalp and our hair. We don't want our hair to be dirty because dirty scalp cannot breed good hair. So we want that. So we're trying to maximize our hair growth potential. So what do we mean? We need a clean surface. That's why we always shampoo our scalp and our hair. And if you shampoo with your nails, especially for DIY home care, the odds of you enjoying your scalp is actually very, very high. But if you're going with your finger pads, the odds of you mistakenly scratching your scalp, look at now, I'm doing like this. There's no how my hand will even turn like this and start scratching my scalp. It's very, 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 very late I go with my finger pads. So how do scalp massagers work? Most of the scalp massagers I've seen, in fact, all of them I've actually seen physically are all made of silicone. Silicone is very, very soft. It's like rubber. The odds of that even injuring you, I'll get my silicone brush now and I'll show you guys. The odds of it actually injuring you is very, very low. These shampoo brushes or these shampoo scalp massagers or shampoo, let's call them shampoo brushes, actually work with science of physics. It's a force of area kind of thing with the kind of material that is made. There's so much science put into these things that if you're going to exfoliate with these things on your scalp and on your hair, the odds of it injuring you is very, very low. I don't know about you, but I don't know anybody that's been injured by a shampoo brush before. I know people have mistakenly scratched their scalp and caused themselves to bleed. But to be injured by a shampoo brush, I don't know anybody, okay? So, the tips of these brushes are kind of not that sharp. I mean, it is silicone. Even if you drive it into your face, my own is, even if you actually want to injure yourself with it, you cannot actually injure yourself with it, okay? And I actually went through our comments. I'm like, okay, let me just see the comments that are there. And some people are like, that they think the whole finger pass thing came across from relaxer days. No, it did not come from relaxer days. It came from basic body washing. If you wash like this, there's no how you wash your same scalp like this. Why do you now massage your hair? Why don't you just scratch your hair to get rid of all the gunk for the actual hair? It wasn't from relaxer days. Some said that you know that after retouching, the scalp is actually usually sensitive, and you get burnt if you use your nails. Whether you're relaxing your hair or you don't relax your hair. It's not from relaxer days. This is not just basically a Nigerian or African black people relax our hair kind of thing. This is even across all boards. People that have natural hair, people that have type 1, type 2 hair. Basic washing is use a shampoo brush if you want to wash your hair with a brush. Some people like rather use a brush. Like I rather use my silicone brush, or use the finger part. It's basic saponification and washing of the skin to avoid injuries. Somebody now said, I've always wondered too, because using fingertips is therapeutic for me, along with cleansing my scalp better. Usually when your scalp is not cleansed when you use your finger part, is called, you're probably not applying the shampoo right. You're using a shampoo that doesn't lather as much. Or your cleansing product is just wrong. There's a lot of things. Don't blame the finger pads or whatever. If you want to, if you want proper shampooing, go to a standard salon, let them shampoo your hair for you. When you see that they will shampoo your hair for you, you will tell that the good Lord is good. Fingertips clean very well. The only time I feel the need to use my fingernails is when I waited long to wash my hand. There's build up. For some people, it's their scalp that's just itchy due to dryness. Tools created to cleanse the scalp aren't sharp like nails. That's the difference. And I agree with this girl. The tools created are not sharp like nails, and that's the difference. But using your fingertips because of build up is actually very wrong. Invest in a better shampoo. I'm going to give you guys tips on actually how to handle crazy build up in your hair, okay? So yeah, but invest in a better shampoo. You don't have to use your nails to remove the build up. Shampoo multiple times. Shampoo 2 times, that will be if you're trying to get rid of it. And don't risk your hair getting damaged, okay? Yeah. Another comment here I saw was, I'm not sure I understand the parts of a nail stain. All I know is I use my fingers to wash my scalp and I scrub down well because it is sweet, LOL. What I care about is not having my hair tangled up in my nails. Again, there are shampoo brushes that's iron tough on the scalp. So I hope that's what they use. All the shampoo brushes I've seen, no one is tough on the scalp. Also, saying this, I don't know how, personally, I don't know how scratching your scalp with your nails is therapeutic. I don't know. Maybe I've never experienced it before, but how is it therapeutic? I beg if someone is washing and scratching, probably.
I don't get it.
You don't get it? She does not get it. Like, I don't know how it's therapeutic. You can injure me. Like, I don't know, like, what? You can injure me. So now let me talk about what to do if you actually have crazy build-up. Clarify your hair. get a good shampoo that has, like, I don't know, they say sulfates are bad, but you can't use a sulfate, shampoo that has sulfates to get rid of the gunk in your hair. Use black soap, use sulfate shampoos to get rid of the gunk in your hair. What you can do is, okay, you have crazy build up, shampoo your hair today, at the end of the week you can do a clay wash just to get off any extra gunk in your hair. Use a scalp brush. It is never that sharp. It is really never that sharp, okay? Or get a better shampoo. Maybe the way I use it is not good enough. I mean, get a better shampoo. There are shampoos that will cleanse your hair in 1 or 2 washes, or even shampoo multiple times. You don't have to actually just shampoo your hair once and get going. When I say I have crazy build up, I go in 2, 3, 4 times. It's not me enjoying myself. And also, don't let your hair stay so long in your hair. The hairstyle you have stay so long. The hair will now become dirty. You now have to say, no, I have to using my nails. No, I'm not pro using your nails. It is wrong. And what I wrote here was, I would say this: stop trying to do what works for you. Attempt to do what is right first, and see it work for you, okay? So don't try to say, oh, using my nails has been working for me all these years. Try to actually shampoo your hair the right way. Try to do what is right, and you see how much it works for you. It's a scalp massage. I mean, you do scalp. Why don't you scrub your scalp and scalp massaging your scalp with your nails? Why don't you massage with your nails? I've said it before. Shampooing is basically massaging and washing your hair. That's it. And cleansing your scalp and your hair, okay? I didn't do this video to just say something, to just be combative or to be spiteful or anything. No, it's just to enlighten my followers or my subscribers, because these people or you guys might have had this question in your mind. Because you always hear me say to my watch videos, I have a lot of watch videos on this channel, check it here. You guys will probably always hear me say, oh, use the cushions of your fingertips, use here, use here, use here. Some of you might not even know why. This video is just to tell you why you can use it, okay? So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys let a thing or two. Tell me your opinion about this. I'm for real. Tell me your opinion in the comment section. How do you guys like my hairstyle? It's cute, right? It's cute, okay? Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, Natural Kachi, YouTube, Natural Kachi, TikTok, Natural Kachi, Facebook, Natural Kachi, LinkedIn, the professional influencer, Natural Kachi. I think I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to faith it till you make it. Bye.